A man was preparing to give his paralyzed wife a bath. He had just filled the tub with water when suddenly he slipped and hit his head hard on the sink, knocking himself unconscious. His wife, witnessing this scene, was completely desperate. The faucet was still running, continuously filling the bathtub with water. As the water level rose past her neck, the paralyzed woman was utterly helpless. Realizing that if she just sat there waiting for death, she would soon drown. Her survival instinct kicked in, forcing her to take action. With a glimmer of sensation remaining in her right foot, she placed all her hope in it, trying to hook the drain valve at the bottom of the tub, but her paralyzed body was too weak. Unwilling to give up, she tried again and again, until finally, she managed to pull the valve open with her foot. But it was only open a little bit, and the water was draining much slower than it was coming in. As the water level was about to submerge her nose, she frantically kept pulling on the valve with her foot. Little did she realize, her efforts only made things worse. Not only did she fail to fully open the drain, but she accidentally broke the fixing chain on top. The woman was utterly hopeless. Watching the faucet continue to fill the tub, the water had now covered her mouth and nose. Though desperate, the woman refused to stop struggling. She tried to move the middle finger of her left hand, hoping to reach the shower head. If she could just turn the switch, it would slow the flow of water, but the odds were so slim, and the water was about to completely submerge her head. Miraculously, after a few attempts, she actually managed to turn the switch. But as the water flow weakened, the woman was already fully underwater, her feet even starting to float. She nearly gave up resisting, but at the last moment, her swaying body bumped open the drain valve. The water in the tub rapidly began draining out. Finally, the woman survived. Just as she was feeling immense relief, she discovered that under the high-pressure stimulation of near death, her body had amazingly regained mobility. But she had no time to feel happy. Her first thought was concern for her husband. Strangely, her husband, who had just been lying unconscious on the floor, was suddenly nowhere to be seen. Seeing the trail of blood on the ground, she instantly fell into despair. Her husband was clearly not unconscious. So why did he watch as she nearly drowned to death? Could it be that her husband wanted to murder her? With this thought, she frantically grabbed the shower curtain, trying to climb out of the tub, but her body had not fully recovered. She crashed heavily to the floor again. Struggling to stand up, she went to dial 911, but just as she picked up the phone, she spotted an eerie shadow through the crack in the door. Remembering her best friend saying her husband was having an affair, which she hadn't believed at the time, she now realized it must be true. She never imagined her husband really did want to kill her to elope with his mistress. Determined not to let her husband's evil plan succeed, she quickly grabbed a shard of glass from the shattered mirror to try to see what her husband was up to. But in that moment,